Hi everyone. In this video, I will be continuing my spiritual messages, but also I will be painting, and I will be channeling messages using spiritual insight and tarot cards from the virtual tarot deck, which can be found online. Any sounds you hear, it's very early in the morning, around 5 a.m. So any sounds you hear in the background, just disregard those sounds. They may be these negative energies, negatively oriented energies trying to intrude and disturb what's happening. Don't mind it. We are going to go on and continue the second part of this reading. Right now, I'm just looking for the cards I pulled, and then I will start painting and speaking. I left off in the other video talking about the divine love union that I have channeled into and have been feeling very heavily, and so that union, that divine love union might come up in this reading, but it might also come up as I'm pulling the tarot cards. I'm going to make another video after this to show you more of my space, what's going on in my space, which will allow me to get more personal and things, which I'm looking forward to as I am creating my channel and just creating. Okay, let's get on with the video. I don't want this video to be too long. Hopefully you can hear me well. I don't want to be too loud because people might be sleeping. So the first card that came up was the Justice card. So I feel like this card is very appropriate, especially with what we've been talking about lately. So the Justice card, I haven't really studied up on these cards, but I know in essence the Justice card is about balance and, let's see, support and truth and the greatest good, things that serve the greatest good. So this card represents justice and fairness. So this is very appropriate because I've been talking about these negatively oriented energies and the how all that energy might affect and influence what you're doing in your life. I feel like this card is coming up as confirmation and reassurance and reminding you to trust that justice will prevail, truth will prevail, love will always prevail. And also in this divine love union, justice is very, very crucial. Like the whole aspect of truth and honesty and serving the highest good in this particular, let me get to painting, in this particular union is very important, especially if your union is out of the ordinary, not like between just a male and a woman, a male and a female, but between two females or two males, in this case two females, in divine love union. This justice card is coming up to remind you that love is justice. The ultimate highest love is essentially justice, and something that will prevail. Let's see what else this card has to say. So keywords here are cause and effect, balance, integrity, truth, and fairness. So that word fairness, it reminds me of the Tao when I was talking about be fair, not as in the color of your skin, which is another thing that might cause you in your divine relationship to not be accepted or sanctioned in society, or that may cause you to have to look inner, find this inner balance. So that this sense of justice is something that you exude. And in general, justice is a very subjective word, in the sense that what we understand justice to be is not really what it is in real life. Sometimes, most times, real justice is actually the actual truth, and not the truth that is manipulated for some specific kind of gain. And that's what we see a lot in this world, in 3D reality. But we are in a 5D state of consciousness when it comes to divine love, and then when it comes to spirituality and this spiritual journey. So that's another thing to take into account. This one opened. I think I need to use my acrylics. I'm painting on this because I want to see how that's going to turn out, really. Also, I don't really have that much equipment here with me. Oh, that came right out. Trust the process in your divine spiritual journey, in life, and in art especially, because life is just art, and art is life. Okay, so what else is coming up for this card, Spirit? So I'm looking at how this card is described and then putting my spiritual insights into it. Okay. So the Justice card reminds us that this card is inviting us to approach each day with a sense of equanimity and a commitment to doing what is right. So what is right is usually